If you've ever stood in front of your closet looking at an item thinking, am I too old for this? Or I don't even know the rules anymore of what to wear. This video is going to feel like a deep breath because after 50, you don't need more rules. You just need better ones. And not the kind that make you second guess yourself or feel like you're doing something wrong every time you get dressed. We're talking about the kind of rules that actually make everything easier. So today I want to walk you through a few styling rules that actually matter, a few you can finally let go of, so getting dressed feels calmer, simpler, and more like you again. Let's start by talking about the ones that are still worth keeping, because these are going to be the foundation for us. And with these foundation rules in place, everything else gets easier. Rule number one that still matters: fit matters more than size. This rule is not about the number on the tag, and it never really was. What makes an outfit look good is how it actually sits on your body. Does it skim instead of cling? Does it move with you? Do you forget about it once it's on? If you're constantly tugging, adjusting, or feeling self-conscious, that piece isn't doing its job. And I also want you to know we're not talking about squeezing into a piece that doesn't fit or wearing pieces that are oversized and swim on you. It's about choosing the size that fits your body as it is now and letting your clothes work for you instead of the other way around. When the fit is right, everything else falls into place. Rule number two that still matters: proportion creates polish. Now this actually solves a lot of outfit frustration. Sometimes things feel off, but you can't quite figure out what it is. It's hard to explain why. And guess what? It's usually not your age, your body, or your style. The problem is usually proportion. And when I'm talking about proportion, I don't mean your proportions. I mean the proportions of the pieces and how they work with one another. And that means the lengths, the shapes, and how much volume you have on the top versus the bottom. For example, if you're wearing something looser or wider on the bottom, it usually helps to keep the top a little bit more structured or defined. And that, I don't mean tight, I just mean intentional. And on the contrast, if your top is looser, more relaxed, you're going to think a narrower bottom, like a pencil skirt or a straight leg jean. And you don't need to analyze your body or follow a ton of formulas or rules to do this. Just start noticing how the pieces work together. Because when you've balanced the proportions of the outfit, they're going to instantly feel right, even when they're simple. Rule number three that still matters: intentional styling always wins. Now you can be wearing the simplest outfit in the world. Jeans and a top, a dress, a knit set, and still look pulled together when the details feel chosen. And I'm talking about shoes that help make the outfit, a bag that just adds a pop and feels like it belongs, maybe one accessory like earrings or a belt that finishes the look. And it's not about dressing up or being overdone. It's about not having things look accidental. And when an outfit looks intentional, it will actually read as confidence, not effort. Now that we've talked about what does matter, let's talk about some rules you can finally stop carrying around. Here's a rule you can ignore: you have to dress age appropriate. This one causes more confusion than almost anything else because no one really explains what age appropriate actually means. And then it usually turns into playing it safe, blending in, or slowly disappearing. What matters isn't whether something is right for your age. What matters is whether it fits your life, your comfort level, and your personal style. If something feels like you, fits well, and is styled with intention, it works, period. You're allowed to dress for who you are now, not an imaginary checklist of what you should and shouldn't be wearing. The next rule you can ignore: you can't wear trends after 50. You know what? You don't need to avoid trends. You just don't need to chase them. And the easiest way to think about this is one and only if it makes sense with what you already own. Maybe it's a modern shoe shape or a bag style that you're loving. Maybe it's a slightly updated silhouette. You just don't need a full trend overhaul to look current. And the trick I like to do is I keep the whole rest of my outfit very familiar and choose just one modern piece. And that way it feels natural instead of forced. And that's the easy way to stay current without feeling like you're chasing trends. The next rule you can ignore: you must hide certain body parts. Now this is one so many of us have so many rules for. I don't want to show my arms. My pants have to fit me a certain way. I can't show cleavage. I don't want anything short. Everything has to be long because I don't want my stomach to show. Just so many rules, and boy, we have them, don't we? If you have rules about hiding certain body parts, let me know in the comments. Rule that we can get rid of has so many of us dressing out of insecurity instead of confidence. I want you to know you don't need to hide. You just need to balance your outfits. Because you know what? Coverage is a choice, it's not a requirement. Showing an arm, a neck, or a bit of shape doesn't automatically make an outfit unflattering or inappropriate. And the key is knowing that structure, shape, and proportion do far more than hiding ever could. And I want you to know, when you stop dressing to conceal and start dressing to support your body, everything feels so much lighter. After 50, you don't need more rules. You just need a few better ones. When you focus on fit, proportion, and intentional choices, getting dressed feels so much easier. Which rule are you officially ignoring from now on? Let me know in the comments. You know I love hearing from you. Stay gorgeous, and I'll see you in the next video.